Hey guys, I have a journal here that I created for a Facebook group swap that I am in, and it was dark Fairytale, I think is how it was titled. I'll put the correct title in the information on this video, but yeah, so my take may be different than others. Instead of doing like, dark and dark fairies, dragons, or, which I love all that stuff, I thought I would take a traditional story or fairy tale, such as Hansel and Gretel is what I did, which, when you think about it, is a very dark fairy tale. I mean, what's darker than an old witch trying to throw children in an oven to eat them? I mean, that's pretty dark if you ask me. So I decided to do that. And I created the covers, or I should say I did not create the covers. I got the covers from an old cookbook that was my grandmother's, that had little rings on it, wooden rings. And I made it appear like it was the door of the old witch's house. And if you look in there, you can see, if you would look through the window of her door, you could see she's got poor little Hansel in a cage there with Gretel there beside him. And so I did just some vintage twill binding here. I think that's what it's called, twill binding, that I used. I tried the rings and it just didn't lay right. I didn't like it. So I decided to go with this. And I made a little charm here with some sari silk and some charms. There's a little book which does open up, some leaves. It's kind of like a dark forest vibe. That's a nut bead, a key to go with the door, and yeah, some other beads, nut and seed beads and wooden beads. So let's dig into the journal. All right, so let's get into the journal here. I have handmade paper for the inside of the covers. And I have some book pages from an original book pages from a Hansel and Gretel children's book. Little tab with Gretel's little bows. And then I have a pocket here with a witch from Hocus Pocus. This is a little drop of poison. Their pocket, and this has some little goodies in there, and there's a vintage catalog card, and the book is Handbook of Poisonous and Injurious, that doesn't sound right, plants, nonetheless. Sorry, can you hear my dogs fighting? Of course they don't do this until I start filming, right? And then, of course, there's some candy stickers because the witch's house was made of candy, gingerbread, and all kinds of sweets. This vellum paper, I thought it kind of looked like flames, like the fire of the oven that she was trying to throw Hansel and Gretel into. Some little anatomy pages. Oh my gosh, my dogs are only getting louder. Here's an envelope with a magnetic closure and a wax seal. It's kind of hard to see. It's got a little raven. And there's some goodies in here, some more book pages and other goodies. This was so much fun to put together. And here is, oh my, an envelope that I made and decorated with some ribbon and lace that I dyed. It's got some coffee dyed paper in there. And then on the other side, I had this little, the Old Witch's Black Cat. I found these old paper doll pages, and Hansel and Gretel was one of the stories. So this is the original. And then there's a little paper clip holding it on, has a little acorn, or not acorn, pine cone charm on it. So there's that. There we go. All right, and then here is a little charm with sari silk, not charm, clip. An envelope that I embellished with Hansel and Gretel on it, with a little gingerbread man, and there's some goodies in there. This is, I thought this looked like stuff maybe the witch would entice the children with, all kinds of desserts and goodies and sweets. And here is, this came from the paper dolls as well, and it's like the story of Hansel and Gretel that I just put on the other side here. And clipped that there. There's another little see-through pocket with a little tag that I made. Cloth tab on some Tim Holtz paper. This is something new. I got this fabric here in like a Happy Mail swap. And I made little tabs and put holes in it to put these flowers behind wax paper and glassine paper. So that was something I've never done before. That was kind of neat. Then here's some vintage paper with some bottles. It reminds me of like maybe something a witch would have. Oh my gosh, my dogs. Black cat. This was part of like the Project Life pocket pages, and I just cut a piece off to put in here with a Tim Holtz card photo of Bomber. Oh great, now the dogs are coming up here to fight. Okay, more recipe cookbook pages with some sweets on there. Here's a little pocket page. There's something in here. Oh, it's creating and casting spells. And a little journaling card there with some trees stencil on there. A little vellum paper with a crow, raven, whatever. And here is one of those paper dolls. As you can see, it's Hansel, and it's got his shoes and his suit. So you could use that as a journaling card. I just clipped them there. So whoever gets this can do whatever they wish with them. And there's a little charm on here. Hello. It's got an H for Hansel. And there's an original book page. That's one of my favorites with the gingerbread house. And then it's got the writing on the back. Some more of that like handmade paper with some fibers in it. And here is a vellum pocket page with this paper that I just thought was so cute. I was originally going to bind it in as a page and I accidentally tore the holes off, so I just think it's perfect for this. And then the back I thought was so cool with the owl because it's got plenty of room there to journal on there. So I thought that was cool. Come on. Okay. Little cute skeleton guy with some poison. Little witch hat and some fabric there, and that folds out. A lace tab that I dyed, and some more vellum paper with some leaves. I love vellum paper. This is some eco-dyed paper that I made. Put a little label there. And here is another of those paper dolls. She didn't have any clothes or anything, it's just the witch, but how cool does she look? I love her. So that'll be great to journal on there. So I just put her up here in this tuck. Another piece of that book page. This was one of the original pages from this cookbook. That one looks like it's torn. Okay, some tags, Hocus Pocus. I thought that was cute. And a see-through pocket. And this is actually also a pocket page. Those are the rest of the pages. I just left them attached. They can tear them off if they want. And then here is, actually I think I kind of like this. Let's do it this way. Maybe. There. And then I thought this was a cute little booklet that I made. Put that in there. Some punched leaves on the edge of that paper. Another pocket page with a vintage playing card. And another book page. This is with that evil stepmother that wanted to lose the kids in the woods. And the poor sap of a father who fell for it. And there's Gretel with her little pieces and her G charm. Another book page where she's flying on the swan because they're free and happy. And a fold out page there. And that is the end of the journal. So as you can see, it is definitely a chunky one. So whoever gets this, I hope they enjoy it. I had so much fun putting it together. I can't wait to do more. I have so many ideas in my head now. This just sparked so many ideas that hopefully you'll be seeing more of these fairy tale inspired journals from me in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye guys.